Hey, I wanted to thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this short video. I want to address two things that I think are really important that I communicate about. One is about the future of Greater Things Baptist Church, and the second one is about our Luke 2:52 Giving Challenge. Let me start with the Luke 2:52 Giving Challenge. As many of you know that are parents of our school, that have kids at our school, every year, these last 6 years, this is our 7th year, we've done a big fundraiser, one big fundraiser a year. We do a small fundraiser in the fall that is more specifically focused on one thing that we need to meet at the school, a need that we have. And there's a small fundraiser in the spring that sometimes we do. And then there's one big fundraiser that we do every year. In the first few years of the school, we did a fall festival, and there was a lot of money and time and effort getting that set up. And we found after the first few years that we put so much time as a school community into trying to put that event on that it really did not merit the effort and time investment for what we were getting out of it as it relates to helping the school be blessed from a financial standpoint versus how much time we were putting into it. So anyway, a few years ago I started talking to some parents, and they said, why don't you just give parents an opportunity to make a donation to the school at the end of the year? And so we started, I think it was 3 years ago, with different themes each year. And the theme for this year is the Luke 2:52 Giving Challenge. And it comes from that last verse in the 2nd chapter of the Gospel of Luke, where Luke tells us a little bit about, it's just sort of a summation of the childhood of the life of Jesus. It says that he grew in stature and in wisdom and in favor with God and people. And as it relates to the mission of our school, that's really what we're doing. We don't have much to do with the physical stature part. We just watch them grow every year for those that stay here. But we do have a lot to do with the wisdom part and the growing in favor with God as they learn more about Him and His Word and applying it to their lives, and then people and how they impact people in regard to showing what they're learning and serving people and learning to put the words of Jesus and the words of the Bible into practice. And so that's what our focus is about this year. So I'm attaching the letter again. I've sent it out by email once and by Dojo, but I wanted to give it to you again and then just tell you what our goal is. Our goal for this year is $20,000. And of course, because we're a tax-deductible organization, you'll get a tax-deductible letter that you can use for tax-exempt, tax-deductible letter. I'll get it out in just a minute, that you can use with your taxes for 2020, for the 2019 year. But so really what we're asking families to do, we have around 50 families at our school, more kids than that, but some have more than one child here. If each family could either give or raise about $400, then we could easily make that goal. Last year, we were able to get to our goal, but not all families gave. In fact, I would say probably around 30% of our student body gave to it. And of course, Thanksgiving was late this year. When I sent the letter out a little over a week ago, it was the beginning of December, so we have a month. Now we're down to just under 3 weeks before the end of the 2019 fiscal year. And so I understand that it's Christmas time, and maybe you can't give your portion of it be $400 right now. Maybe some family members you have would want to help and give to it. This is the biggest fund that we try to raise each year. It just helps us in a variety of ways. One way is just helping us meet our financial obligations. It's a lot to put on a Christian school and to take care of staff and taxes and overhead and different things that we have to have as a school. So we really appreciate you considering giving to this, whether you help raise the money from family and friends or whether you give to it yourself. Some of you can give more than that, and we'll be grateful and be blessed to have that. But however you'd like to give, whatever you can give, we'd be honored. Right now, a week into it, we've raised $600 from a couple families, and we appreciate them giving. And so we just wanted to let you know about that. There are several ways you can give. In this email, there's a link where you can give online with a credit card, debit card, or you can do you can give by check in the office. You can also this year give by PayPal in the office with a card if you'd like. That's an option if you'd like to use that. So just appreciate you considering that and helping us get to this goal by the end of this month. And the second thing that I wanted to tell you about is about the future of Greater Things Baptist Church. As you know, a year and a half or so ago, I told you about the plan for the school to obtain its own 501c3 nonprofit status, and then for the school to be able to purchase the property from the church. And that plan is continuing on. It's moving forward. We're hoping by end of the summer 2020, early into the fall 2020, that the school will have its official 501c3 nonprofit religious organization status in place, and that we'll be able to have we've already talked to the bank, and we think that the loan will go through even before then. And the school has been supporting the loan each month for these last, since we're 6.5 years into the school, and the majority of the payment every month, high majority of it, is being covered by the school. So if you are friends with me on Facebook, then you know that I announced a few weeks back that I have taken a new position as pastor of a church over in Pegram. And it's a part-time position, so it doesn't change anything about the school. I'm still going to be here serving as principal for the school. But what it does mean is, some of you might be thinking, well, what about the future of Greater Things Church? What does that mean? Because right now the school is under the church tax-exempt status. The church is not closing. The church is just going to be meeting at non-conventional times. For example, we're going to be meeting starting in January on a couple times a month on Thursday evenings, and of course I'll make those public so that you'll know when they are, and if you'd like to come to those, then you'll be welcome to do that. So I will remain as pastor of Greater Things Church while I'm serving as the pastor of this church in Pegram. Again, it's a bivocational position. Nothing's changing about what we're doing at the school. In fact, we're working on right now, pretty sure, I would say we're probably 80% or better sure that we're going to add 6th grade on for the 2020-2021 school year. Excited about announcing more about that in January, and we're planning for maybe another preschool class to be offered in the 2020-2021 school year. That would include the summer of 2020 as an option. And so we're excited about the future, but I just wanted to be sure, sometimes if I don't, I feel like if you don't communicate, then people can create their own narrative about what that might mean, and that's not their fault. That's my fault for not communicating better. I should have sent this out sooner, but I'm letting you know about it now. So if you have any questions about that, please contact me. You have my phone number, email. I'll be glad to talk to you more about that. But we're excited about the future of Greater Things Christian School and what God's going to do, and He's already done. He's provided so much for us to help us through these last 6.5 years, and we're excited to see what He does in this 7th year and into the future as we continue on serving boys and girls in Jesus' name. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, and please let me know if you have any questions. God bless you.